Hi, and welcome to Odyssey of Ascension. This is Roxanne once again. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we're going to channel again today for you. What face is that?
Words. Talking about words.
Ah, big silly. Very good. And greetings once again to the collective. This is Ocyphius. We bid you a good day. And the idea, once again, that of Sylvester, bringing forth his ideas of all that is. Enjoy. It changes every time. Every time Roxy brings me in, she's thinking it's one way, and it comes in different, and she's like, is it you, Sly? Are you... that kind of thing. It's kind of strange for her. It's awesome for us. Because what she's doing, guys, is what you all are doing. I'm a permission slip. My name is Sylvester, and I'm an oversoul, and an oversoul's oversoul, and however you want to deem it, doesn't matter. But I'm a permission slip. I'm my own individual singularity, and my name is Sylvester. Roxanne, Jenny, Rita, Tom, Angel, Ra, you, all of you are individual singularities. The higher self. You have a name, echoing that of Seth. It's not Frank, it's Seth. That encompasses idea. Is all that is. Seth. Booyah. So that's his idea of himself. Now, Roxy's becoming herself, but she's fucking uncomfortable. Because she doesn't know what she's supposed to be in the unknown. And in the known is how she wants to be, but what she wants to be, I know you're laughing, is from the past. And going over the edge to become what she forgot is scary. Because that's that whole identity thing. And she's using me, Sylvester, as a permission slip. Because she lets me be all that is. And when she's experiencing me, just letting me flow through as their Roxy Sly blend, if you will, it gives her more isness and comfort and value in herself to say, I'm okay being me. To where there's no point of separation anymore. And then she realizes she's not Sylvester anymore. She's just Roxy. But going from leaving Roxy the identity of this individual upon earth with the egoic structure to Roxy of all that is, and no more help, crutch, handhold named Sylvester. Scary. And now this is blowing her away because, you know, she was like, okay, what are we channeling today? And I didn't tell her. Being sneaky.
So sly of you.
Yeah. So, what's that?
So that's very sly of you.
Very sly. Oh, Roxy loved that one, and I love that one. That was clever. Jen the comedian. Very good. So, same goes for you. You're becoming who you are. And that who is not a who in identity, that who is a what. And the what is an all-encompassing all that is. But you are seeking through your nows to identify the idea of who you are. And you know you're this self over there, highest self over there, how are you? I'm this guy, now let's say I'm a Zeta, or I'm a Rep, or I'm a Dragon. Or over here I'm a Sasani, a Zephyr, an Akume, an Ani, and Ona. I'm all of these people, and those are my other selves, but they're not you. And you guys get confused sometimes because you're part of this oversoul idea, and you want to identify with that other self. Well, that other self is taking care of itself from its own self. It's got its idea, understanding of itself through the individual singularity that that self is forever. You're doing the same through yourself, and you're becoming your higher self, you're all that is. Let go of who you're connected to, how you're related, and all that stuff. Start being you. Understand that you, the one in the mirror, is who you're remembering you are, and that who becomes what you are. An all idea. All that is idea, rather. So Roxy goes, now what? So now I go and I become just the now of Roxy. And yes. And that just bugs the shit out of her. Because she doesn't know where it's going. She wants to see something in the future, like, oh, what is that going to be? Who am I? What? And then you can't have it, because that's the future. And it's only now. And when you get to that point of really, really just leaning over the edge and going, oh, that's a big one. And looking down on all that is. And all of it's you. And how do you manage it? How do you manage it? How do you understand this is all, and that is all, and this is all, and that is all of you? And your mind can't keep up with that, but that mind is shifting. So how you manage it is in the now. And what you do with it is have fun. And what you release is what is. Now back. Now back. Let it go. Let it go. And it's a kick in the ass. We understand that. So, becoming who you are leads to becoming what you are. Use the permission slips, i.e. Sylvester, and this, let's say, in this case of Roxy, becoming the idea of Sylvester and just letting slide. Now, there's a lot of me's that birth through Sylvester. And those me's are portions of me that I incarnated as an idea of fractaling myself, but all those fractals are individuals as well. And all of those speak as one, and we birth through each other. And Roxy's birthing through me in a different space-time now, being Roxy. And she's that idea. But she's always that idea. So now, put it in this perspective. I'm birthing through Roxy. And I'm using the idea of Roxy to bring forth my joy. But Roxy's still Roxy. And I'm Roxy at the same time. And that's just fucking weird. So, Roxy is like, okay, when do I get to be everything that I am and not using anyone else to be that? And the answer is whenever you choose. And that's tough. We know. So, we're laying a groundwork foundation, something that, let's say, hasn't been prefaced before on where you're going. We know you want to follow your excitement. We know you want to let go of the past nows. We know that the identity is what you've been taught in repetition for a long time. Who's that? I'm this, you're that. That's mine, this is yours. That kind of idea. Always belonging, identity. And that's a program that runs at a rampant rate. When you don't have identity, that's just scary. But remember, the portion of Roxy that was valuable, that she took this energy ball that she is, and said, that's who I am. So she put energy into that, and that belief system thrusted her trust into that filtering idea, egoic structure, and that birthed the representation to the mirror so she can see herself. And those others get to see her as they choose, because that's their own frequency to themselves. And then she sees that that personality part that she found so treasurable, that she must be in order to belong, in order to fulfill not only others' expectations of her, but her own expectations of herself. And that value egoic separation idea crumbles on observation. It's like, holy shit, that's not me. That's what I bought into. So I drop that, and what's left? There's a hole there, she says. There's a hole. I need to replace it. Because if I don't replace it, I'm airy. And we are all fleeting, airy thoughts. We don't look and go back and look again, and now, and this, and that, and ponder. We're just now. It's epic. So when you lose a portion of yourself that you found so valuable, you become empty, airy, unsure, unstable, upset, because you let go of stability, of status quo, of keeping yourself in a comfortable zone. You love to use comfort zone. I don't want to go beyond my comfort zone. But see, Ascension works like this. When you fill your room with a lot of furniture, and those furnitures are knowings, it kind of gets cramped. So either you expand your room or you move shit out, however you want to perceive it. Either expand your room and focus on the next room that's over there, or stay in the room that you are, which is eternal, with no edges, and take out the old furniture that no longer serves you. And know that the new ideas are always flowing to you. And see, the thing is it doesn't become permanent. But you look for permanency because you look for stabilization, and stabilization gives you comfort, and comfort gives you a sense of knowing, a sense of belonging, a sense of rest, peace, relaxation. Because I have a safe base to sit and ponder. And when you lose your identity, there's just this emptiness and you're not sure what to grab onto. So as you're moving and letting go of the value systems, the energy, this focus, this little bubble that says, this is who I am. I wear my hair this way, I wear my clothes this way, I drink coffee, I smoke, I, let's say, speed, I go to work chronically late. That's who I am, okay? And a lot of that's birthed from parents giving you an identity when you were growing up, and then you sounded that cool because you felt like you belonged, and then you held on to it, and obviously it's a program running that no longer serves you. So anyways, those are just awareness of that. So when you go and understand that those identities that you treasure because it gave you a certain idea, a belief in time, gave you a certain idea of something, and that something is for you to decide what it is through your own discernment, and that something is either belonging, once again, identity, status, ordainment, getting a job to have a degree so I can do this, but you're still playing the role of that instead of who you are. And that is so scary to let go of the role playing to just realize what you are. And that's where you're going. So what we're saying is, as you are letting go of those beliefs that keep you limited, and those identities that keep you structured and safe and warm and comfortable, and your spouse or your lover expects you to be that way and you don't want to shake shit up, then you realize that that in and of itself is a limitation. And when you start to let go of that, you're only left with the unknown. And now, trust. I trust the unknown. And then you just be to see. And then there's no thoughts, projection into the future. There's no reoccurrences of fears anymore, because you take them all and you validated them to a place, an understanding, a knowingness within yourself that they're no longer valuable. And then you're just now, and that now is nothing. And it's just what it is. And soon you will have no ideas of the future. Soon you will have no ideas of expectation. Soon you will have just the free-flowing happiness of now. Because anything that keeps you tethered and pulling you back into the past is what you now recognize in its simplicity. It's paper thin. It is a veil that is crumbling at a rapid rate because of all of you. And the entire collective receiving and choosing just that much more love for themselves, which only ricochets, resounds throughout the collective all the time, and every now, that someone out there in the collective has moved beyond themselves, just like hair. That's it. And that shifts everybody. And your idea of moving into a state of being, a 4D earth, to where your acceptance of humanity's individual singularity creations without any reoccurring judgments, to quickly ponder upon that idea and categorize it and tell them that they're this or they're that, or you categorize them in your own mind so you can feel safe. And that's what you guys do a lot, is you identify someone as that so you can feel safe and don't have to, quote, deal with it in any other way except what you categorized them as that. But you don't see the beauty of it because you're quickly shifting into an idea of judgment. But now you're letting go of that. What happens? You got everyone just being now at a more rapid pace. So that takes these wonderful idea of fear, let's say, energy constructs of fear that less and less vibrate because they're not being fed. So what happens? They're no longer focused on, so they stay back there, don't they? So if there's less frequency of fear in your world and all the collective whole doing that as, let's say, they all choose in the now simultaneously, truly, that only leaves an earth that is rapidly shifting itself into a new world. Don't put time on this. Leave that shit in the back. Don't expect. Expectation is going to keep you frustrated. Okay? So know that your identity causes an idea of separation. You don't want to be white or black. You don't want to wave or boast a flag. You don't want to separate as a spiritualist or non. You don't want to be a vegan or a non-vegan. You just what you are in the moment. And when others do that to you and demand this separation from you, allow them and love them and give them the idea of complete allowance of them demanding their own idea of separation. And the second you don't validate it, that crumbles in their world. Because they were just shown that their own identity was not validated in the mirror through you, the light workers, by not choosing the separation. It may hurt, it may sting, you're looking to belong. But the less you belong, the less you are an idea of a past now, then the only thing that's left is the now of what you are. And you're fucking everything. You're the whole kit and caboodle. Every single idea, singularity, and all that is you. Not only you, but is being created by you, reinforced by you, and definitely most, let's say, experienced through you. Oh yeah. Don't think for 1 second people aren't hopping on your timelines and enjoying your show. Because each and every one of you are that unique to where so many want to create with you and understand your own individual singularity perspective of creation from their individual singularity perspective of creation. You're worthy. So humanity is moving at a pace to where it is no longer needed by many of the light workers to separate. It hurts, especially if you know you're losing an identity part and you're grabbing. And someone says, I'm this, and you want to say, yeah, I'm this. They say, I'm this, you should do that. And you go, well, maybe I should, I'm not sure. Or you can say, yes, you are that. And yes, I love your choice. Thank you for expressing and recreating me through you. Hallelujah. Give an answer of understanding love. Don't fight them. And sure as hell don't justify your position. Because as soon as you justify, you separate. As soon as you argue, you separate. As soon as you take a stance, you separate. The Master allows that love in the mirror to be whatever it is. This individual singularity, doing whatever it is, whatever it chooses, I don't care. Love it. Thank you. I cannot separate, or I continue my own illusion within myself, and I'm here to understand who to the what I am. And that's what you're doing. And you will continue this idea by not worrying about what other people have over you. Using the constructs of success to birth upon you and say, I've done this, what have you done? Nothing. Thank you for giving me what you've given. And that's it. If it hurts, celebrate. Because that friction is telling you you're holding on to a value system of separation. And that's what you want to feel. You want to feel that angst. You want to feel that frustration. And say, I want to tell you, when someone pushes your buttons, you want to just get back at them. Your co-workers, a lot of you have been talking about that. As you raise your ascension idea, your co-workers are becoming more frictional because you are this vibration and they're this vibration. And watch what happens. Boing, boing, hits off you. It's no longer this. Does that look good, Dance? It's kind of nice. So your friction is caused because you're two different vibrations co-creating in a moment to a certain amount of frequencies to where it will not be able to co-create anymore. And how you end it is not justifying. How you release is by loving. And allow that entity, and even if they feel, oh, I beat you, I'm more than you, say yes. Because they have no more fight. Because you're not validating a fight. You're accepting. You're letting it come. Let them be that. Let them flow. Let them shoot those daggers at you. You're the sounding board of creation. You reflect back love. They get another choice. And there's no greater act of love than allowing another to choose the love that you show. None. And the only act of love that can birth that idea to the mirror is loving yourself. Know this. Follow your joy. No more identification to the best of your ability. When you feel empty, lonely, airy, scattered, unsure, rejoice and trust and be now and walk forward and say, I am the now. And realize when you stop and step back and take that now to reflect your now, then that now is perfect and peaceful. And if you have that now, then what is preventing you from having that next now exactly like that? Only you. And when those charging belief systems of fear and doubt, degradation, say to you that you're off balance, off kilter, out of bounds, no longer idea of what you were, disappointing to the world, including your parents, your spouses, your kids. They all chose you and they're all fucking gods going home. When you act that and choose that love, and you reflect that love to the mirror, then you've no longer sustained the separation. You've no longer fed the illusion. And that, my masters, is ascension. Fucking A. Oh yeah. Roxy's melting inside. Yeah. How you doing, Jen?
I love you.
I love you too. Their higher selves going, Jen's loving it.
Mine is.
This is good shit, guys. This is really good stuff. You dive into it, be it, and understand it. Find the routine that keeps you identified. Upset it. You dress conservative, go buy that slut outfit. You dress a little bit slutty, go buy that pristine outfit. Classy. Shift yourself up. Loosen up and experience all portions of creation in the now. Don't do it out of an intention. Do it out of the now of joy. These are idea, blankets idea. Here's what it is, here's what it is. Now you make it your own. I've given you the clay, you get to sculpt the masterpiece. Oh yeah. Righto? All right. That's all we got. Choose you. Each and every now. When you hold somebody in more, I didn't want to say that. Better? When you hold someone's value, their opinion, higher than yours, then you know You are limiting yourself. But do not fight for your value. Do not fight. Do not justify. Do not separate. Accept what you are and move on. And you will know. You will know the unknown. Booyah. That's it. I love you guys. We'll see you in the next now. Phew. Thank you, Sly. You just want to say it, alright, who the fuck am I? Who am I? What am I? I know. Just doesn't seem Roxanne as a god, and that's tough to understand that. So how do you let go of Roxanne, the identity? Yeah, now I know. Now. Just let go of it in the now.
Who am I today? And
Yeah.
what grand and glorious adventures am I having?
Yeah. Just be the ride. God, I know it, but it's tough. All right, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go and do my thing. And I'll see you Friday. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. You can stop it now. That whole